Hey guys, this is Jessica Carter. Thanks so much for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about some summer snacks and some cool cocktails. I think you're going to enjoy this one. This one's a lot of fun. You get my PowerPoint up so you guys can see it. All right, so all these recipes we're going to be using with doTERRA essential oils. Let me give you some tips before we get started. When you're using essential oils, they're so concentrated that a little bit's going to go a long way. So you can always add more, but you can't take it away. So start with one drop, stir, taste, decide if you want another drop. If you're worried about adding too much, I would drop it into a spoon first so you make sure it was only one drop, and then you can stir it in. The citruses especially come out pretty quickly, and so you want to make sure that you get one drop in there at a time. They are way more potent than the dry herbs you have in your cabinet, and so in the long run it's going to be cheaper when you're just using one drop. The big bottles have about drops in there. doTERRA says 250, but for making samples, I can see that it's closer to 300. And if you keep them in the fridge, the ones that you cook with all the time, they're going to really last forever and have a longer shelf life than the dry herbs. And so if you think about using one or two drops at a time, they're really going to last forever and save you money in the long run. All right, Fruity Fruit Dip. This is a very versatile dip. You can use cream cheese, honey, vanilla, and citrus oils are recommended. I've also done this with cinnamon and it tastes amazing. I have friends who did some cream cheese and some Cool Whip and then added a drop of oil. I have some friends who went ahead and bought the just plain fruit dip from the fruit section in the grocery store and then added a drop. They taste amazing. Wild orange and tangerine are amazing in it. Cinnamon's great. Lemon lime is great. And really almost any fruit tastes amazing. Strawberries, pineapple, apples taste great. Grapes taste amazing. Everybody loves this recipe. It's a really fun one to bring to parties. All right, cranberry and lime spritzer. So this is a non-alcoholic version. You could add some if you wanted to. And it has cranberry juice. It has sparkling water, lemon lime soda. You can choose between those. Obviously, the sparkling water is going to be healthier. And then lime essential oil. And then you're going to garnish with cranberries and limes. So really refreshing, great for summertime, outside, maybe beside your pool. This is a really fun one. All right, my husband's favorite dessert is key lime pie, and it is really labor intensive. And this one is so easy. So you can go ahead and get a prepared graham cracker crust, or you can buy one that's already made. 1 can sweetened condensed milk, 8 ounces of heavy cream. You can get some fresh lime juice, so that's about 3 limes worth, and then 5 drops of doTERRA lime, and then go ahead and taste it. My husband tends to like things a little bit tangier, so we would probably do about 7 drops of lime when we made this. All right, we're going to talk a lot about trim shakes a little bit later. They taste delicious, great way to help your body lose weight. But here's a recipe for fudgesicles. How perfect for summer. And they're so easy to make, and they're going to taste delicious. So a 14-ounce can of coconut milk, or you can use milk, teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of honey, 3 tablespoons of baking cocoa, which is actually pretty good for you, and then 3 scoops of the trim shake. But you're going to make more than one, so you're going to put them in the molds and put in the sticks. And I believe this one makes 6 fudgesicles, so that's pretty awesome. All right, I have friends who do a lot with doTERRA, and this is one of their favorite recipes. I think they probably make this one every other week. So this has 3 different. So you're going to cook your pasta, and then you're going to combine all of these ingredients with your pasta, and then separately you're going to make your dressing. And then this is where the essential oil is going to come in for the dressing. So 2 drops of basil. I actually add a drop or 2 of basil to every Italian dish that I make. It's one of my favorite ones to cook with. And you can just use 1 or 2 drops of basil. And I love fresh basil, but it goes bad so quickly in my refrigerator. I end up not using it all before it goes bad. And so I'm constantly buying fresh basil, or I used to. But now I just keep a bottle of basil doTERRA in my kitchen. I always have fresh basil. So 300 drops lasts absolutely forever. I'm saving tons of money by using the doTERRA basil. Strawberry citrus slush. I love fruity drinks in the summer. So you want 2 cups of fresh lemonade, a cup of frozen strawberries. That actually holds in all the nutrients when they freeze them right off like that. So they're great for you. Juice from 1 lemon, 4 drops of lemon essential oils, and 4 drops of lime. And then you're going to add ice and then whatever sweetener that you like, and then blend in a blender. And so that's going to make 4 servings of that. That's a really fun one. These kind of look like, they call them herb canaques, but I would probably call them like bruschetta. Simple, but it looks really fancy. Great thing to take to a party or to have a romantic dinner. So you're just going to need a loaf of French bread, 4 tablespoons of butter, chopped garlic, a drop of oregano. I actually really use oregano a lot in my Italian cooking. 1 drop of thyme, 2 drops of basil, tomatoes, and then chives. And so you're just going to make this big, wonderful mixture and then put it on a toasted or untoasted French bread, however you like your French bread to be. I probably would toast mine. Look how beautiful they turn out. So super easy, delicious, but it gives you this type of product, which is a lot of fun. I've had both of these. These are both great. If you ever want to host a cocktail class and have me come teach it, I recommend these 2 for those. Grapefruit spritzer. It's just light and refreshing, absolutely delicious. I would probably start with 1 drop of grapefruit, but I do like 3 in mine. This one's pretty amazing too. So 15 to 20 fresh mint leaves. They have a spearmint oil that's out right now, but it's not usually for sale, so that would probably be delicious in this. Coconut water is really easy to find. Pineapple juice, 4 ounces of rum, and then 6 drops of lime essential oil. This one might be my favorite one. It is really refreshing. It tastes so great. My mom really likes that one too. Oh, Bellinis or mimosas. So if you're used to having champagne or white wine and you sparkling wine and you add a little bit of orange juice to it, great drink, great for brunches. Add 1 drop of wild orange or 1 or 2 drops of lemon, and it just really boosts the flavor in that. It makes them absolutely amazing. All right, my husband's favorite. He loves ginger ale, and anytime he has a little bit upset stomach, he wants a ginger ale. But the ones that you buy in the store are not going to be great for you. And this is so easy to make, and it's delicious. So 8 ounces of sparkling mineral water or club soda, whatever kind that you like. Start with 1 drop of ginger. We do like 2, but start with 1 and decide if you want to add more, and then just like the tiniest squirt of stevia and mix it up, and it tastes so good. It's my favorite, or my husband's favorite thing that I make from doTERRA for a drink. Every once in a while, we'll add like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and it gives it kind of a tang too. And apple cider vinegar is really good for digestion. So we love making the homemade ginger ale. All right, you can do this kind of the more complicated way. It's still pretty easy, or you can do it a simpler way. So in a food processor, you can put 2 cans of garbanzo beans, a tablespoon of mixed garlic, and olive oil, and blend it up. And then lemon oil is great in that. Basil is great in this, but I have just gotten the plain hummus from the store and added a drop of lemon or a drop of basil. If you add a drop of lemon, don't keep it in the plastic container that it comes in, because lemon does break down plastic. And So just put it in a bowl for lemon, but basil would be fine in the plastic that's already in there. And then serve it with sliced veggies, or you can get pita chips. Oh my gosh. Um, Lemon and basil hummus, absolutely amazing. Lime salsa is another one we make all the time. We absolutely love fresh salsa. So 6 Roma tomatoes, a half to 1 small onion, depending how hot you like it, and then 1 or 2 jalapenos, depending on how hot you like it. And then I would probably, remember you're going to want to slow down and taste it, but I would probably do about 6 drops of lime and about 3 drops of cilantro. But it's a lot of fun to have your chips there and add a few drops, stir it up, and then taste it and decide if you want some more. All right, these are 2 crowd pleasers. I generally make the wild orange, but a lot of people like to do peppermint instead. So it's just 1 bag of chocolate chips. I do dark, but you can do milk, and I tend to do the Ghirardelli. 1 can of condensed milk, and then you can decide, do you want them to be peppermint or do you want them to be wild orange? I tend to do wild orange. And 10 drops, that's pretty accurate. I think you would be happy with that many drops. So all you're going to do, this is so easy, is melt the chocolate in the microwave for 1 minute. Stir in the condensed milk and oil. You might have to do like 7 more seconds, but a minute is pretty close. And then you cool it in the fridge for about an hour. You want it to still be soft enough that you can roll it into a ball, but not so soft that it doesn't stay in that ball. And an hour is pretty close to accurate on that. And then you can choose to top it with cocoa powder if you want to, and I usually do. And then you show up at a party and you're like, I made wild orange truffles. And everybody's like, what? It is the easiest recipe ever. And it impresses everybody, and the taste is amazing. Key lime fudge is pretty close to the same recipe, except you're going to do white chocolate chips, and then you're going to add lime oil. And you can do these into a ball and add powdered sugar, or you can put them into cubes more like it's a fudge. So that's completely up to you. All right, let's talk a little bit about the 30-day cleanse. If you have an autoimmune disease, or if you have a lot of fatigue and you can't really pinpoint why you're feeling so awful, the 30-day cleanse is for you. So it's all about getting your gut health back to normal. So a lot of things we do in this country kills all the good bacteria in our gut, and it affects the rest of our health. So a lot of people who are saying if you have any autoimmune disease or fatigue, they're linking it back to your gut health. And gut health determines what nutrients are absorbed and what toxins and allergens and microbes are kept out of your body. And so it really is directly linked to your total and overall health. So some tips during the cleanse: you're going to want to drink lots of water, and that will really help flush the toxins out. So about 80% of your body weight. I tend to do 50, so I know 80%, but aim for 50 to 80% of your body weight. And then you're going to want to add some lemon or Slim and Sassy to that water for extra support. And the only thing they're asking you to reduce or eliminate, but notice they say even if you reduce it, it's going to help, are all the whites from your diet. So sugar, rice, flour, potatoes, try to reduce those as much as possible just for 30 days. And then the only other thing they want you to do is do clean eating. And so we're going to try to reduce or eliminate processed foods. I have a friend who describes it in a really easy way. When you go to the grocery store, you just want to go to the outside edges of the grocery store and don't go down any of the aisles. So think about, in my grocery store, when you walk in, we have the deli, we have fruits and vegetables. If we keep going around the back, we have the meats, we have the cheeses, we get over to the eggs and to the milk. And then, so that's everything that you should be trying to eat. All those things that just occur naturally and are not processed. So try to stay off those. But it does say reduce. So you don't have to necessarily eliminate. But you know, if you're feeling bad, you really want to try to do this really well for 30 days. And then it's broken down into really 3 sections. So days 1 through 10 is all about flushing the organs. And let me tell you, this is a gentle cleanse. If you've ever done another cleanse and it had stimulants in it, and it makes you have to run to the restroom with an upset stomach the entire, at least at the beginning, that's telling you that that's not good for your body. If your body is where you're having to rush to the restroom because you have an upset stomach, your body is telling you that cleanse is not good for you. I fully expect you to go to the restroom and have a nice restroom experience, but it's not going to feel like I have to get there now and my stomach's upset. It's a very gentle cleanse that's good for you. So the first 10 days are all about the organ flush. So you can see it's broken it down for you. So the first thing you're going to do is the lifelong vitality. So that's this. So you're going to start those at day 1, and that actually will go all the way through to the end. You're going to take 2 at the morning, you're going to take 2 at night, and you want to take these with food. We're on the lifelong vitality, my husband and I, and at the beginning you'll find that you'll run out of your 30-day supply and have like 3 days where you ran out, and then you'll be like, nope, never going to go off my lifelong vitality ever again. I feel absolutely amazing on the lifelong vitality, and I always want to feel this amazing. And you're going to start lemon right away. So as soon as you wake up, add 2 drops of lemon to your water and go ahead and drink a big glass of water in the morning. I was doing this before I found doTERRA. I was drinking lemon water. It's absolutely great for you. So I was cutting the lemon, and it was getting all over the counters and all over my hands, and I was squeezing it in there, and some of it's not going into the glass, and it's running down the side. And I put the other half a lemon back in there, and it's getting in the fridge. And then sometimes I come back the next day and it's a little bit moldy and I can't use it anymore. Can I just tell you how much easier it is to add 2 drops of lemon to my water in the morning? Oh my gosh, it's made life so much easier. Then I'm going to skip down here a little bit. You will start your Terrazyme right away. So this is going to help clean out your organs. And the Zindecrine, you're going to start right away. And that's going to really help with your liver. And then it's optional for you to add Slim and Sassy. But I think for the first 30 days, lemon is going to be just fine. But I do have friends and me that absolutely love their Slim and Sassy. All right, so the days 11 through 20 is all about cleaning out the candida and cleaning out the parasites that are in your body. And so that's why you're going to add the GX Assist with your AM and your PM meals. And notice it tells you, so empty stomach. If it doesn't say empty stomach, you're going to want to take it with food. So here's the GX Assist. So that's for 10 days. And then the last 10 days, you're going to add the probiotic. And that's really going to help you restore your GI tract, help you get your healthy bacteria back into your gut, so your gut knows which nutrients to absorb and which things to flush out of your body. Everybody should really be on a probiotic, so those are amazing for you. And after that 30 days, you'll feel so much better, and you can probably just go down to just the multivitamin, the Lifelong Vitality, which I believe is the best multivitamin on the market and my favorite thing that doTERRA makes. All right, let's talk a little bit about Trim Shakes. It can be a meal replacement, so you can choose to do it like that, or you can choose to do it as a snack. So that's completely up to you. When I first started, I was not eating a snack in the afternoons. I was choosing to drink Slim and Sassy instead of having a snack. And so I added this to my diet. So I was actually adding more calories. I was actually adding an extra meal by adding this as a snack. And I did it every day for 7 days and lost 2 pounds. I didn't change anything else. I just added more food to my diet by adding this Trim Shake and lost weight. So I do believe in the Trim Shakes. I don't like shakes, and I absolutely love the taste of the vanilla and the chocolate shake. They're both amazing, and they're about half the price of the other shakes that you see on the market. All right, so each of these have 40 scoops, so there's a great kit that comes just like this. The 30-day cleanse also comes in a kit, makes it really easy for you. And so this kit comes with 40 chocolate, 40 vanilla, so that's 80 meals, or you can count them as snacks, and it comes with 4 Slim and Sassy's, which seems like a lot, but I'm going to talk about why it's not. So maybe you wanted to do this for breakfast and this one for a snack, so you have one that's a little bit different. Some people like to do breakfast and lunch, but having them 2 times a day, I think you're really going to see some great weight loss. Uh, for weight loss for Slim and Sassy, you're supposed to be doing 30 drops of Slim and Sassy a day. So that's really hard if you just put it in your water. I tend to do about 4 to 5 drops in my water. So that can be a little bit difficult to get my 30 drops in a day. And so it's a lot easier if you get the $4 veggie caps. So they're only $4. And you can put 10 drops of Slim and Sassy in a veggie cap and then just drink it with a big glass of water 3 times a day. And then you're getting your 30 drops in. So if there's about 250 to 300 in each bottle, you can see that if you're doing this for 40 days, then that's going to cover your 40 days as well. Really exciting part is you can rub Slim and Sassy right on your trouble areas. I'll go ahead and tell you my trouble areas are my inner thighs, and you have to be consistent with it. So I'm going to start the 30-day cleanse really soon, and then I'm going to move into Trim Shakes. And my goal is to put Slim and Sassy on my trouble areas every single day. And so I have friends who have done this on their lower abs, and I have friends that have done this all over their thighs, and they lost an inch on their just lower bellies and an inch on each thigh. So that stuff's absolutely amazing. So at least try to have one shake a day, because a lot of the shakes that are out there, it's all about a fast, and it's all about trying to get your calories down to under 1,000. That is not what this program is. It's all about giving your body the nutrients it needs so that it wants to lose weight. And so try to at least have one shake a day just so it stays in your system and helps your body want to lose weight. And I really like the thought of having chocolate and vanilla, so you're not getting sick of one. The chocolate really does taste just like a Frosty to me. So what I usually do is I do a half a banana. I do chocolate trim shake usually, and then I do almond milk, but you can use whatever your favorite, and then ice and blend it. Super delicious, easy to make, about half the price of the other ones on the market. So let's look at some recipes. I do want you to remind you, because I have a lot of recipes on this page, any of the recipes you like, you can play back this webinar and pause it so that it'll give you time to look at the recipes. I'm just going to read you the titles and just let you kind of glance over it a little bit. Peanut Butter Bliss. I love peanut butter. Oh, I do want to talk about this. So you can use natural peanut butter, or if you look in the health food section, you can find PB2 powder. And in about a tablespoon, I think, is 20 calories instead of a tablespoon of peanut butter, which has a lot. And it really does taste like you added peanut butter to your shake, and you're not having all the calories of really adding peanut butter. Strawberry cheesecake. So this is one with the vanilla. Double chocolate banana. Peaches and cream. So you could, if you find frozen peaches, any frozen frozen fruit will go in all of these, or you can use fresh. In the winter, it's probably easier to use frozen. Mochaccino, so you feel like you've been to your favorite coffee shop with this one. Vanilla latte, another coffee shop experience. Chocolate covered strawberry, so they use frozen, so you don't have to depit them. The pits will already be out of those. Banana cream pie. Chocolate peppermint kiss. So they actually put a few drops of peppermint oil in this one. And let me just tell you, the internet is full of amazing recipes for trim shakes. I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. Remember, at any time you can go back, find that favorite recipe, pause so you can copy it down. If you have any questions, please post it under here, or ask the person who is help sharing doTERRA with you. Thanks so much for joining us.